Hi, ladies. Today I'm going to be talking about career change, and I'm going to give you 3 priorities to help you decide what's next in your next career move. Hi, my name is Deb Johnston, and welcome to Women Reinventing MidLife TV, where we aim to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. Career change can feel a lot more daunting now than it did in our 20s, our 30s, and even our 40s. We're actually at our most valuable now, but it often doesn't feel that way. We know that we've got a lot more years behind us than we have in front of us, and that can put a little bit of pressure on us to make the right decision at this stage of life. And there's also society beliefs. If we decide to buy into society beliefs, it can often limit what we see is possible for us now. Thousands of years ago, women of our age were actually seen as our most valuable, and we were seen as the wise women. And there are some cultures around the world that still practice this. They still believe this. Unfortunately, in Western society, somewhere along those thousands of years, we decided to change that belief as a society. But I believe that we're coming a full circle, and the society and the work environment is beginning to see the older woman as more valuable because of her experience and our wisdom. So it's really up to us to decide. And I've seen women do some incredible things in this stage of life. Just recently, a client of mine who's been a stay-at-home mum for 19, 20 years accepted a fantastic role. So it really is your choice, but sometimes it can feel a little bit challenging when you don't know what it is that you want. So I'm going to give you these 3 priorities that will help bring the clarity to help you make a decision on what's next in your career. And because they're priorities, we're going to start at priority number 3, and we're going to work backwards. So you're going to need 3 separate sheets of paper, maybe even 4, but definitely 3 separate sheets of paper, and you want a pen. So we'll start at priority 3, and that is to take 1 sheet of paper, write the heading, your wants. The heading is wants, and in this list, it's about you writing down a list of everything that you want to experience in your next career move, your next role. Now, if you're in a role that you're not really enjoying at the moment, or your last role was something that you really didn't like at all, it might be easier for you to think what you don't want. And if that is the case, then take that 4th sheet of paper and put a heading of don't want, and write down everything that you don't want, everything that you don't want in your next career move. Now, once you've written down what you don't want, it's then about reframing that. So one important question I'd like to give you to help you reframe that, to get clear on what you're looking for, is look at what your list of your don't wants and ask yourself the question, if I don't want that, what do I want instead? It's a very simple question. It'll help you gain clarity on what goes on your wants list. So your wants can include anything. It can include your strengths, your talents, your skills. It could include your values. It could include how you're treated, what the company work ethics are like. It can include remuneration. It can include anything that you want. And remember that it's different for everyone because we're all different. So write down on that list everything that you can think of. And remember that you're going to think of more when you walk away from it. So allow yourself that leisure of being able, that luxury of being able to go back and add more to that list when you think of things. And then we go to priority number 2. So priority number 2 is that 2nd sheet of paper, and that is to write a heading of important. And this is to include everything that is most important to you on that wants list. Now, that's not to say you're not going to get everything on your wants list. You could quite possibly possibly get everything on your wants list. But this is about looking at your wants list and writing down everything that is most important on there. That goes on your important list. And again, it can be your strengths, your skills, your talents, it can be values, work ethics of the company, it could be the way you're treated, it could be a number of different things. So it's writing down what is most important to you, and remembering what is most important to you is not necessarily what's important to everybody else. So it's important you write down what it is for you, because remember, you're unique and you're looking for something that's going to light you up from the inside. And so before we go to priority number 1, I just want to let you know, if you are liking the content and if you're finding it helpful, remember to like the video, remember to comment. You can ask me questions, you could share anything that you're experiencing. If you'd like some advice, just put the comment underneath the video. And if you would like to see more videos like this one, remember to subscribe and click the bell for notifications so that you're notified as soon as a new video comes out. And before we go into priority number 1, I'm going to share something else after priority number 1 that is very, very insightful, that's going to help you with all 3 of these lists. So remember to stay until the end. So priority number 1 is your first list. So your last sheet of paper that you have, the heading is not negotiable. Not negotiable. What this means is you look at everything that is listed on your important list, and you decide which of those are not negotiable. What does not negotiable mean? It means that even if you are offered a fantastic role, if it doesn't include something that is on your not negotiable list, then you will walk away. So it's being very, very clear on what these not negotiables are. And normally that is quite a short list, but it might be a long one for you. But it's being very, very clear on what the not negotiables are, because if you accept a role where your not negotiables are not being met, then it's going to affect how fulfilled you feel in that role. So it's important that you get clear on what your not negotiables are. And again, it can be anything out of that importance list. Now, here's the extra insight that I want to share with you. Something that should be on all of those priority lists are your values. Very, very, very important, because when our values are being met, we're feeling fulfilled. And if we accept a role that doesn't meet our most important values, then we are not going to feel in alignment, and that doesn't feel that great. So it's important for you to know what your values are. And I've spoken to many women before I've started working with them, and they think they have clarity around their values. But once we've done some work together, they realize that they didn't have a lot of clarity at all, and realize how deep their values are and how important they are to them. So if you would like some help with eliciting your values, I want to let you know that the Rediscovery program is about to begin in mid-February 2023. This program only runs twice a year, and I'm going to put the link underneath this video so you can check it out, have a look at it, and see what you think. So those 3 priorities are so important. This is about serving you. When you make a career move in this phase of life, you want to walk into a role where you're going to feel really lit up from the inside. You're going to love what you do so that you can't wait to get up in the morning and do it. And I know that those opportunities are out there for every single woman in this phase of life. It's just about doing the work, understanding ourselves, and getting that really deep understanding of what is most important to us. Now, remember to subscribe to this channel so that you see the next video that comes out, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time, and I'll speak to you next time. Lots of love to you. Bye-bye.